Johnny.
No, a big one.
Johnny!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you blew out my freaking hair in my ear.
Well, that's okay, right? Now you don't have to clip it with that little fucking Norelco shit. As you can see, we've had a couple beers this evening, but we're still fine.
1,
2, 3. Do we have 3 or 4?
one bottle.
1, 2, 3,
bottles, 3 bottles.
4.
The 4th bottle's upstairs.
That's right.
This
now
is number
5.
And let's tell you, this is not the weakest ABV we've had tonight.
No.
We had a 9.8.
Yeah, some base
Everything
beer.
else is up, but it was a Jewish beer. You know those Jewish people. They can't make their beer schmaltzy people. We're going after the ruffian.
It was even barrel aged and it wasn't 10%.
We're going after the ruffian Sasquatch. No, we had the Sasquatch in earlier. We're going after the ruffian.
Actually, Paul may like this because it's got a Sasquatch on the front of it.
Yeah, I bet she has a Woody for it.
Ooh, are you thinking about this bottle, Paul?
Fair news.
Yes, that's right, beer happiness.
Fair
What
news.
beer do we have from Great Divide Brewing Company out of Denver, Colorado?
I think I said Old Ruffian Barley Wine, 2012 vintage.
That's right. What you guys know about some cellared barley wine?
Not much.
I don't know.
Not sure us.
We're going to see because I'm a hoarder, admittedly, so...
It's okay. I think all the people that really like us are hoarders in their own right.
That's right, because they like to see me get massive beer mails in, and they know I'm going to squirrel them away because I'm fucking insane. Tell them the rest about the beer while I open.
All right, it's not an English barley wine. It's American barley wine. It's seasonal, 10.2% ABV, 90 IBUs. However, that was 2012.
Wow.
It is very hot, poured fresh.
Yes.
I see you don't like me because you only circled DJ and you didn't circle Johnny.
Because I'm lazy.
Yeah, bastard. Like you said, Great Divide Brewing Company out of Denver, Colorado. The home of the Sasquatch, outside of Pennsylvania.
They're in Paul's backyard. Joe, when you were at Paul's house, did you see any Sasquatch? Did the Sasquatch rape you?
He had a beer with the Sasquatch.
I'll bet you the Sasquatch had their way with you, didn't they, Joe?
Paul found a Sasquatch and brought him in overnight. And there's the Sasquatch! Can you say Sasquatch? It's our new producer.
For those of you who thought Aldo may be Johnny's child, what do you think now?
Look at the blonde hair. Look at the brownish blonde hair there. I have girls.
But if you had a boy, would it be like that? I don't know. Ow!
I have 2 girls and 2 female bitches. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, wait. Aldo. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring. No. That's my godchild. I'm the godfather.
Now you know why it is what it is. All right, going upstairs. Going upstairs. We're gonna do our beer review.
No. What did they give you upstairs? Oh wait, I hear Tia Claudia has some M&Ms for you. Don't. Go. Or she won't give them to you. Hurry, go.
No, give me candy.
Yeah, Tia Claudia has them. And don't come back.
Wow.
Now back to the beer review. Well, this is like a copper-looking American barley wine.
Kind of hazy, a lot of red colors.
The head is a little bit small, but
it's settled down.
Yeah,
we got plenty.
Settled. It was scared.
Look at the exactly. It's like, oh shit.
Sorry.
Look at the glass lacing on that, man. Plenty of alcohol legs. Wow, gorgeous looking beer.
This doesn't go with plastic, I can tell you that.
No. Let's see what the aroma's like. Wow, big citrus hops. Yes, a lot of I'm getting a lot of cherry.
Yeah.
Like honey sweetness. Bready malt, really smooth. Lots of layers of aroma in this.
Bready. Cherry.
Cherry and orange are dominant.
Grapey.
Mm-hmm. Little vinous.
I have a feeling.
Wow.
If I were to say from the smell, I'm gonna get like a champagne type yeast.
Maybe.
Taste dry white wine. That's from the smell. But
to me, this smells a lot like Old Foghorn and Bigfoot aged.
Foghorn, Leghorn?
No, Foghorn. Old Foghorn from Anchor.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking roosters.
No, Foghorn Leghorn's later when I'm like on the floor licking it. Anyways, so.
On the floor licking what?
Licking the concrete from drinking too much beer. Anyway.
Probably to the last beer of the night.
Yeah, right. We'll say cheers.
We'll
We said that before.
Yes, we have.
Mmm. Oh, like tangerine. Wow.
Yeah, very citrusy, tangerine,
Mm-hmm.
orange.
Wow.
Something like that.
Like
Yeah.
orange. Hey, Guy, do you know orange candies? This tastes like orange candies. That's our good friend up in Quebec, Guy.
Guy?
Yeah.
Hey, Guy. My buddy Andrew, he works downtown Montreal.
Well, I think he's living in downtown Toronto, Canada now.
You said Quebec.
No, he's from Quebec. He's very French, but he lives in downtown Toronto,
so,
Canada.
So, Guy, what's this hockey player that died named Gene? Oh, wait.
What up?
What did Andrew say? How do you say Gene in French? He was like some big Montreal Canadian hockey player. Maybe the Albino Rhino knows him. Maybe the Albino Rhino is a Maple Leafs fan, not a Canadians fan. Go Caps.
Maybe Joe knows him, because he knows about all that like Canadian stuff.
He's such a hoser.
Take off, eh?
Hey, and for all those people that think I'm like part Canadian, only by name. Like I have a Canadian uncle, but he's not like related in any way to like my genes. I just got his like middle name, so like, and he was like a priest too. He married my aunt.
Shout out to Hefty. You know what's up, Hefty. I'm telling you.
To all our Canadian reviewers,
that's right.
Take off, you're hosers.
Especially the beer zerker. He's a total hoser, right? And Brad at Brews Under Review, complete and total hoser.
Hoser.
Eh.
I don't have my 2K.
Oh, what's up with that?
Wait, we're talking. We're getting like off subject, eh? You hose.
Oh, we digress.
Got some smokes, eh?
You're not surprised.
Oops.
It goes down really smooth. It's got a lot of caramel.
It's got grapefruity taste.
That's like citrusy grapefruit taste to it.
Very hot, fresh forward, but I agree. It's still after 2 years.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Was that Old Numbskull. It's not as aggressively hoppy as Old Numbskull was, because that was only a year old.
Mm-hmm.
But remember how it had that big like citrus punch and like citrus zest kind of taste to it?
Not really, but I remember Old Numbskull. I remember the name.
That night we don't
It's
remember.
Aerosmith.
We don't remember much because we went like anesthetized to bed that night. Because remember that was like
Is that like the next day I clogged your toilet and I was searching for the plunger?
Yes, that was said day. Of course, it could have been the scrapple and grits breakfast that I fed you to with eggs. But
I don't know if I took a dump and took a barf in there, but I do remember searching for the plunger.
That was all straight dumpage that day. Yes, we did have to plunge the toilet after said amount of stouts, etc.
You know, craft beer, look, you craft beer drinkers, I like my stouts. And I can still enjoy them the next day when I go and take a dump. If you have a really good one like BCBS or we had Narwhal or something, I know tomorrow I'm going to have like that chocolatey roasted smell coming from my ass after I've dropped a load off at the pool. And that's the great thing about craft beer. Budweiser, Heineken, Corona, you can't get that from that. But from craft beers, you're going to get an excellent aroma the
You
next
can't get that
day.
from them 40s either.
No, Odie. Sorry.
No 40s.
No 40s. You know, we just got to drink craft beer and enjoy it the next day. It's the aroma. You don't have to taste it, just the aroma. Of course, I think we tasted it in Paul's, the Bear News, or Bear, yeah.
That was evil.
Yeah. Blood of the Black Oak.
That was 666 evil.
Yes.
You know, our good buddy Kevin Clements over at Clements Homebrew,
Oh, yeah.
he's thinking he wants
Like
to
me?
session drink with us. What do you think about that? I don't know.
Is that the old man or the younger one?
No, this is the...
I don't remember Kevin.
the beard, the old man. Well,
Okay.
sorry, Kevin. Yes, the more matured version of Clements. Christian is the younger,
Yes. Okay.
as
Yeah.
Kevin's is the senior.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You bring us some of the elder or something like that, and we'll session drink with you.
Yes,
Oh wait, but it has to be like over 12 to 13%, so
because the lowest we've had tonight is 9.8, isn't it?
9.8.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's a session of over 6 beers.
So where are we with this beer?
Oh yes. I think it's really well. It's cellared very well. The caramel notes have come up. This was a really hoppy beer. It was almost like a DIPA when it was
But you know, it's
fresh.
still hoppy.
It is, but it's not like bitter hoppy.
I
Like
get a bitter on the back end.
a little bit.
Not
but,
as bitter as what it could be.
now this was DIPA bitter fresh.
Yeah, but if it's a DIPA bitter fresh, oh wait, well, don't give me that bullshit. It's an American barley wine, so how's it? I mean, it's 90 IBUs for a barley wine.
Yes.
So yeah, DIPA you could call it, but it's American barley wine.
See, that's such a blurred line today, though. Between
Isn't that a song by Robin Thicke? Weren't you just telling me how Robin Thicke and Miley Cyrus were?
yeah, he was jamming her, and she was
Are we talking about beer or what?
yes, beer.
So. Okay.
This is, to me, this is a beer that has cellared really well. You know, traditionally, American barley wines aren't supposed to cellar well because they're using high alpha acid hops.
Oh, that fucking
But-
book again.
Hell yes, that book will be your pariah. Anyways, I know for a fact because I looked up which hops they use in this. They use higher beta acid hops.
Then why didn't you put the freaking hops in the notes?
Because I'm lazy.
What hops was it? If it's higher alpha hops,
I read it, but I didn't write it down.
so you don't know if it's Challenger or Cascade or.
They use a lot of Cascade for sure.
I
They
haven't
use,
sneezed yet, so how do you know it's Cascade?
that's what he said.
I'm supposed to sneeze with Cascade.
So, as we were saying, from my research, we saw high beta acid hops. So we're not getting too much of that cardboard taste that you get when the high alpha acid hops die. You know what I'm talking about, guys, right? Of course you do, beer geeks, because you're definitely not in the stunt drinker camp. What are you doing?
All the stunt drinkers out there, hit your beer geek partners. It goes for you, Johnny. Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Average Joe. Or
Johnny and Dave.
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 Hit your Johnny.
But you know what? Sometimes Dave
No.
is the stunt drinker. Which one is it, guys?
No. Who's the one that I commented on the feet?
The feet?
Is it Johnny?
I don't remember.
The feet
But
were
I do
you.
know that sometimes Dave is the stunt drinker and sometimes Johnny is the stunt drinker.
Okay. We've probably gone really over on the time limit here. So let's,
Yeah.
for respect of the beer people out there, they're
Oh,
probably
right.
turning.
Then let's collect ourselves.
Our right beer buddies are 99 because it's like over 8%.
Yes.
The beer advocate people are 94.
Yes. How would you grade this delicious quaff?
I'm not a big fan.
Not a big fan? You're on the line?
I don't know if I like my American barley wines, even after 2 years, to be so have that aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
You do get some of the maltiness out of the 10.2% and all that. But is it, speaking for just the regular Johnnies out there, not Joes, Johnnies?
See that, Joe? He's prejudiced against you.
Yeah, because
you send me all the good beer.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, yeah, he hasn't sent me shit.
Anything, keep it that way.
He doesn't know my address.
Keep it that way.
Just send it to 25 West Market Street.
Keep it.
No, don't do it.
No.
But I'm going to give it an 88. I'm not a fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, to me,
well, as a cellar beer, I think all in all, I'm more a fan, like Johnny is, of English barley wines. If you're going to cellar them, English barley wines are the king. When they make American barley wines, one of the reasons they do it the way they do it is to get them out of the system quick and to brew them cheaper. When you hop them up and you use a cheaper malt bill, that's what it is. That said, this is cellared pretty well for an American barley wine. It's a tasty beer. It's not to the level of Bigfoot when it cellars, or Dogfish Head old school barley wine when it cellars, you know, or maybe even Old Numbskull, because Old Numbskull was pretty damn good.
I know why.
Why?
Because we didn't have it with grilled pork tenderloin, Stilton blue cheese served with walnuts and dried figs and caramel cheesecake. Damn it, I told you to bring that
Now
shit.
you tell me. Why didn't we order?
I would have given it 100.
What the fuck? So, some folks at Rate Beer are giving this a 99.
I already told them.
Even fresh, I don't think this is a 99 beer because I've had this fresh. It's not a 99.
It's bottled on December 20th, which would be in
2012. Like almost Christmas?
19 days. 11 days?
Like really close to today's
2012.
Today's
Today's the 6th, dude.
Is it?
My daughter's birthday was yesterday.
Fuck. Yeah, whatever day it is. Beer Advocate gives it a 94. I don't know if I can even jive with a 94 on this beer fresh because it's a bit boozy when it's fresh. I would give it like more like an 89 or a 90 when it's fresh.
So you give it like what I'm giving it, 88.
Cellared, yeah, 88. And isn't that scary when the beer geek and the
awesome beer drinker, awesome beer stunt drinker,
stunt drinker,
awesome stunt drinker, beer drinker,
what he said are in parody. Why is that? It's got
I don't like the aftertaste.
It's got a bitter kind of like back end that like sits there, that even the 17.3% ABV monster that we drank,
That was great.
that didn't have that bitterness on the back end. If that back end bitterness wasn't there, and this has been sitting in the cellar for 2 years, so that tells you what this beer may be
We're
like.
sitting at 18 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's because the last beer we talked for fucking ever.
Like you said, the beers that we don't like go on longer.
Exactly. Maybe we have to make like justification why we don't like it, but
I think we did.
it's not a horrible beer.
No, it's not.
But I don't know if I would take the time to cellar this again.
I'm just not for it. So subscribe locally, drink globally, and subscribe and comment somewhere down in the below. So till the next time on DJs BrewTube starring Johnny. That's going so we don't waste any
All the 80s
time.
man crew.
That's going to be a big